Hi, second graders. We're about to start an end of the year project that I really love, and so I want to read you a story to start. This book is called The Important Book, and the author is Margaret Wise Brown, and she's the same person or author who wrote the book Goodnight Moon, so you might recognize her. As we're reading, I want you to think about the patterns of the poems that you hear. What do you hear at the beginning? What do you hear at the end? Let's start. The Important Book. Oh, and I'm going to read you this one first. So it says, the important thing about a cricket is that it is black. It chirps, it hops, it jumps, and it sings all through the night. But the important thing about a cricket is that it is black. All right, here we go. The Important Book. The important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. It's like a little shovel. You hold it in your hand. You can put it in your mouth. It isn't flat, it's hollow, and it spoons things up. But the important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. The important thing about a daisy is that it is white. It's yellow in the middle, it has long white petals, and bees sit on it. It has a ticklish smell. It grows in green fields, and there are always lots of daisies. But the important thing about a daisy is that it is white. The important thing about rain is that it is wet. It falls out of the sky, and it sounds like rain, and it makes things shiny, and it does not taste like anything, and is the color of air. But the important thing about rain is that it is wet. The important thing about grass is that it is green. It grows and is tender with a sweet grassy smell. But the important thing about grass is that it is green. The important thing about snow is that it is white. It is cold and light. It falls softly out of the sky. It is bright and the shape of tiny stars and crystals. It is always cold and it melts. But the important thing about snow is that it is white. Are you noticing a pattern yet? The important thing about an apple is that it is round. It is red, you bite it, and it is white inside, and the juice splashes in your face. And it tastes like an apple, and it falls off a tree. But the important thing about an apple is that it is round. The important thing about the wind is that it blows. You can't see it, but you can feel it on your cheek and see it in the bend trees. And see it bend trees and blow hats away and sailboats. But the important thing about wind is that it blows. The important thing about the sky is that it is always there. It is true that it is blue and high and full of clouds and made of air. But the important thing about the sky is that it is always there. The important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. You walk in it and you take it off at night. And it's warm when you take it off. But the important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. The important thing about you is that you are you. It is true that you were a baby and you grew, and now you are a child and you will grow into a man or into a woman. But the important thing about you is that you are you. The end. Okay, second graders, so think about what you notice at the beginning and the end of each poem. Hold that in your head.